Hello and welcome to Scrapbooking with a Twist. I am actually going to do a layout tonight. I haven't done a layout in so long, I don't even know if I can still put one together. I struggled with this. I kind of organized it and I struggled with it. I'm telling you, I don't even remember the last layout I did for sure. But I'm going to do the Ginger's Corner, I forgot what it's called, Love and Movies Around the World with Ginger's Corner. This is one of those things where, like we did the sleigh ride with Santa, we did one, I forgot what it was called, further back in 2023. Love them, absolutely love them. It's one of the most fun things that we do on Ginger's Corner. And so tonight I'm going to do, we have like 14, I think it is, places, or 14 things to do with this, and it's all like romantic movies that take place in different countries, and then each one has a requirement, a challenge to do with it. And I'm going to do Grease tonight, and so you can kind of see my little title up here. Grease the movie is Mamma Mia, a musical movie that Donna, preparing for her, I can't even read. A musical movie that has Donna preparing for her spirited daughter Sophie's wedding. Sophie invites 3 men from her mother's past in hopes of meeting her real father and having him escort her down the aisle on her big day. To earn your Valentine for this destination, scrap a layout about your dad, use a song title as your title, and include hearts on your page. So it has to have a song title. It has to be about your dad, and it has to have hearts on the layout. So I think I've done all of that. This is not glued down or anything, but this is going to kind of be my little title cluster. And my title is going to be We Are Family. We are family. Anyway, that's my title. That jazzy thing doesn't really fit my family, but we are definitely family, and we are close family. This is what I'm going to scrap. This is my daddy. My daddy was 16 years old when he signed up for the Navy and went into World War II. His mother had to sign for him. All 3 of the brothers, he had 2 brothers, and they were all just about like 15, 18 months apart. And they all 3 joined at the same time, and he was only 16. The other 2 went in the Army. He went in the Navy, and I can't even imagine doing that at 16. And then, but these pictures, other than this one, and this one is him pointing at his name, and then his 2 brothers are on, I think, each side of him. Anyway, pointing to his name on a World War II memorial at Childress, Texas. It's not a good picture, but it's the picture I have. And then the rest of these are at their 50th wedding anniversary. This is my dad and my stepmom, and this was their 50th wedding anniversary. I love my stepmom very, very much. My mom and dad actually divorced when I was, I think, 4, and he remarried way before my mom did, and my mom didn't remarry until I was like 13, but my dad remarried when I was like 5 or 6. 5, I guess, because it was in 1955. So anyway, we're going to scrap these pictures that we took at a little party. This is actually a party the night before the 50th wedding anniversary, because her mom was turning 90. And so we had this little party the night before for her, and then had the 50th wedding anniversary the next day. So I think this is what I'm just going to kind of toss these over here. And then this is going to go something like this. So I'm going to show you a little bit about what I've got laid out here. I did go ahead and do my journaling. These are some of the heart dies. I decided I'd just go with the hearts. I didn't have time to think, and I'm brain dead. I've done embellishments, but I haven't scrapbooked in so long. This is a set of nesting dies, and I actually like cut this one and then cut this one, the next one, out of it because I wanted hollow dies. This is a little thing that just has a bunch of little teeny tiny hearts, and it comes in handy. This is just a little like heart balloon or bows. I don't even know for sure. Anyway, those are just, and then this, I cut a couple of these to use kind of is that messy heart up there in the title. And then I'm going to use a bunch of these little bitty tiny ones. I cut, yeah, that's in here. It's like a little button heart that I have. And I cut it and then tied some little bows. I have a couple of those somewhere. I don't know where, somewhere. Tied some little bows to use. So that's kind of what I'm using. It's funny, this little piece of ribbon, my mom was a crafter. I mean, a gentleman's gentleman. My mother was a crafter's crafter. She and my stepdad did art and craft shows, and she just blows your mind with the things that she created and did. But a lot of this little ribbon was in some stuff that I got from her. Cut these little things off. They don't need to be that long. And I don't use it a whole lot, but I have it and I keep it because my mom passed away like in 1994. And every once in a while, I use some of it. And so I used some of it today. And this one piece, this darker pink, was just a little piece that was probably about 5 inches long that was just stuck in my little ribbon bag in there. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and situate this picture and then maybe build my title and then figure out what of this is. I did go ahead and do my journaling, and I kind of laid it out before, so I sort of know what I want to do. And I'm going to just barely tack this down because I'm going to be tucking and doing, and I don't want to limit or have to tear it up is what I usually have to do because I glue it down so good. So there we go. Now I think I'm going to work on this. I had, I used I started with the lightest color and then a medium, and then this color is kind of a fuchsia, the color that my shirt was. And I backed those 3 little pictures. I double backed this with, I needed a white or light because the pictures were kind of dark, but I wanted the brown against this little pink and brown polka dot. But I wanted to bring this kind of fuchsia color up here too. And I found this, I hope I don't tear these up, I just kind of laid this up here. I found this family in like a Dollar Tree, Crafter's Square Dollar Tree. It was in that little thing of, foam stickers and everything. And then I used my die to cut this, but I didn't have enough, so I just cut part of it. But I want to actually layer it with this one, I think. And so let's see if I can get this off of here without tearing it up. But I want to layer these, I think, and kind of give that kind of messy look up there. Because I'm going to put it on top of this little doily. And I got that little doily in I think, a partner die cut swap is where I got that, I think. Let's see, I'm going to glue this darker one onto the lighter one. So I just need to I think just something kind of like that. And then I wanted this to sit on it. Let's see how I want this. All right. Get all this off of here. Get our doily in under here. I thought this doily was really pretty, and I thought, I've had it a good while, and when I was looking for stuff, I thought, oh, that's just the perfect colors. It's got the brown and the pink, and it'll give me kind of a base for this this title cluster. So that's what I decided to do. All right. I don't want to cover it up totally. I want those little pretty edges to show. So let's see if we can. But I've got to keep that incomplete heart tucked under. And I want to kind of keep that straight because there is kind of a stripe in that paper on that doily. And then let's see how we want family to come across there. Maybe something kind of like that. I think so. I think I better get some of this attached before. Ooh, my glue is having an oozing moment. We're just going to do that under there. It doesn't have to be everywhere. Then let's get this heart glued down, and then we'll work out from there. That does not want to pick up. I've let her put acrylic over my real nails this last time, and I hate that because then I can't pick anything up. Oops, everything's scooting on me here. Let's get turned back around. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, let's let that settle in. Then we're going to figure out how we're going to... I just cut one of my hearts and used a die set to do that. Where did I do? What did I do with my family? What did I do? Oh, there it is. It's upside down. Like, I know I had that. So I think, and it's up on foam, so that will allow me to kind of come in with We Are and tuck that in under there. I'm thinking like that. And I may put some, I'll probably put a little piece of foam under that corner so that it'll hold up and not be flat. So let's try that. There we go. Yeah, I like that. And I think I've piddled with this so much that I need to, of course it wants to stick to that little flimsy heart, but then it doesn't want to stick to what I need it to. So I think we're going to put a little glue on these. So I've moved it around and it's kind of lost its oomph. So get that on there. Okay. Move down just a little. Yeah, I like that. And then I had this little heart that I thought was kind of just the hollow one that might come back in here just to kind of layer up. And then if we could maybe get this little one with the bow on it. I kind of like that. Okay. Then we may do another little, my glue bottle is like trying to ooze out on me over here. I don't want it to do that. All right, so let's get this down. And I think I like it under that part of that little doily, so a little bit more of it shows. And then our little button heart. Okay. All right. I like that. And I'm gonna use like this little bitty teensy tiny die cut that has all those. I'm gonna use those little hearts, kind of like a enamel dots, I think is what I'm gonna do. And then I want these pictures just kind of tossed over here. So let's, and I've got to keep it on the, and then I wanted to put, this came in that same die cut swap, and I wanted to get it under here. So I want to, but I want my journaling to fit, because I wanted to tell, you know, that he went in the service at 16, and that was the World War II memorial. I wanted that information on there. So let's see if I can kind of work all of this where it'll all fit. I may be a little aggressive in what I'm thinking will fit and what really will fit, but hopefully it will. I need to ink that, so I'm not going to stick it down just yet. All right, let's see if we can get this picture down. And I am literally just going to squirt some glue under there. I'll go back and really attach these better later. But for now, I just want it to hold, and I think that way I've got plenty of room for my journaling, and then I'll work these other pictures off of this one. I was looking at some sentiments, some phrases, and I laid them on here, and they're stuck eternally. This one says, I feel so lucky, which I do. I do feel so lucky to have had my dad. Even though he and my mom divorced and I didn't live with him, you know, all the time. He came to see me, he came to get me and took me on vacations and was still very, very much in my life. And then as I got old, we lived pretty far apart, but then when I got older, and my mom remarried, we moved closer to my dad. And so it was really good. And like when I was in college, I was even closer to him. And so it actually worked out good. And I had a younger brother and sister, and it all worked out good. Okay. I don't like that gap right there, but maybe I can fill that with something. And then I've got another one of these that I want to work in up here. So I have to get these pictures kind of so, but I think maybe that'll work. Okay. All right, let's get these pictures anchored, and then all I have to do is work on actually embellishing. So if I do this one, leave it right there, maybe I can get this one in where I need it. Let's see. Really don't like that little gap that we're going to have there, but maybe we can fill it in with something. May just have to be. Let's see. Kind of got rambunctious with how many pictures I wanted in the room I have, but I don't care. It's what I want. It's what I want. I have a bunch of pictures that I have them together. They're not really organized, but they are together, that I want to do family tree album. And it goes back to my dad's family came from Sicily and Italy. And I really want to get that done one of these days before I leave this world, so that my kids have it. Because, I mean, having your family tree like that and pictures and what little I know, my dad's real dad, they always thought he deserted them during the Depression. And then we found letters later that he really went looking for work, and my grandmother just didn't want to go with him. She wanted to stay with her family, so she told the boys, my dad and his brothers, that their dad deserted him. Is kind of a sad situation. Really a sad situation. Okay, so we've got the pictures down. We've got the kind of the guts of it down. So I'm going to just start doing a little bit more embellishing. I want to go ahead and do the twist, though, before I forget it. So I'm going to ink this and start doing some just little like enamel dot type things, and then we'll finish talking through the rest of the layout. The twist tonight, I thought since it was about my dad, I would find a scripture about dad and then see how we could apply it. And so the scripture I'm going to use is 1 Thessalonians 2:11 and 12. And it says, for you know, excuse me, for you know we dealt with each of you as a father deals with his own children, encouraging, comforting, and urging you to live lives worthy of God, who calls you into his kingdom and glory. This was Paul and Silas and Timothy, and they were writing the church at Thessalonica, and they said, this is how we treated you. We treated you by encouraging you. We treated you by comforting you, and we also urged you to live a life that was worthy of God's blessings, which we can never do that. And that's not exactly what that says. Basically, they were urging them to live lives that were pleasing to God. And so I thought, that's exactly how my dad treated me. My dad was just was such a good and godly man, and that's exactly how he treated me and my brother and my sister. And so that was one lesson of this. But the other was, if that was how Paul and Timothy and Silas were to treat their fellow believers at Thessalonica, then it's how we should treat each other. We should treat fellow believers. We should treat anyone that way, but especially our fellow believers. And so I thought that was a pretty good lesson for today and a good scripture to go with the dad theme. Okay, so let's get this down. And then we're going to start figuring out how we are going to work all these hearts in. This memorial is at Childress, which is where my dad's parents lived. He lived there too when he was little. Of course, that war memorial wasn't there. I mean, it was brand new when they drove down there and he did these pictures. That memorial was brand new. This was in 2005. They got married. No, yes, 2005. They got married in 1955. So this is in 2005. All right, now let's start seeing what we can put on here and build for embellishments. Let's see. I just want to, like I said, I'm just using these hearts I'm just going with it. It said to use hearts, so I'm just going with it. I've got these. Let's see if I can throw that on there maybe. I'm kind of liking that. This one, I was hoping, let's see, do we like it up here? Or do we like it? I think originally I had it there, but things are scooted. They're not laid out the same way they were. So we'll have our main embellishment cluster up here with the title. We'll have this little one here, and then I'm going to do a little something there. And then I'm just going to do some of these little hearts like enamel dots. Let's see if I have one that I can cover that with. I really don't like that, that gap there. I'd rather have, and then maybe put a brown heart in it. I thought I had, I know I had another brown heart that was right there, that was open. I know I made two of those. Wonder what I did with it. Of course, you know the story. If it ever hits the floor, I'll never see it again. But I know I had 2 of those hearts that were like that. Huh. I don't know what happened to it, but I know I had it. It was just like that. And I slid it in under there. And I want it. I want it. There it is. There it is. I'm not crazy. Well, I am, but yeah, because I wanted that in under there like that. Okay, let's start getting some of this down. I definitely want that up in under there. I think I got this whole thing scooted over a little from where I just kind of tried to get a vision before I started. So let's see if we can get this tucked in under here. And let's start building this down here. I like this little one here. So let's get that. Right down there. You know, I was so brave back in January when I was doing something, and I did my goals. Let me see if I can find my goals. Oh, yeah, here they are. My goals. Don't laugh. My goal, 50 videos, which I should be able to do 50 videos in a year. That's not very many. That's just like 1 a week. There are 52 weeks in a year. So that's not too many videos, and I should manage to get that done, and hopefully more. But then I said 100 layouts. Well, I think this is about my 3rd or 4th layout. Now, I've done a lot of embellishments, but yeah, I'm really behind on layouts. So I've got to get going. I have so much I need to do with my grandsons, trying to get their scrapbooks done. So I've got to get back on that. And then 50 embellishments, which that's a pretty high goal, because we don't even do 50, I don't think, in a year on Ginger's Corner. So that means I'll be trying to do some on my own. So, but I mean, goals are just goals. They're not like, if you're, you know, I'm not going to send myself to prison if I don't accomplish them, but kind of wild with the glue, but it'll dry clear. But I've really got to get on it with my layouts, and I need to do them because I really need to get some things done for my grandsons. Okay, let's see if I can keep my glue thing from doing. Let's start putting some little hearts around. Just scattering them out. Like I said, I'm going to use these just kind of instead of glue dots. Glue dots. Instead of enamel dots. I wanted one like somewhere up here. Let's do, I wanted some to kind of trickle down this side. Not really an embellishment, but just something to just keep drawing your eye around the page. We can do 1, 2, 3 down here. I'll probably get real rambunctious and run out. Okay. Oh, we got to get this glued down. My glue is wanting to. Let's get this just a tiny little bit around. I love this little delicate heart thing. I don't even know for sure where I came by that. I've kind of reorganized, or I'm in the process of reorganizing my dies, and I'm putting them, instead of having them in sets, I've been putting them in like all of my hearts are going to be together, regardless of where they came from, who made them, anything like that. All of my hearts are going to be together. All of my stars are together. All of my little, everything that has wheels on it is going to be together. And all of, let's see, what else? Like all of my little things that relate, that are people, are going to be together. And I think I'll be able to find them and know what I have a little bit better. I'm hoping anyway that will be the case. This paper has the brown polka dots, and so I wanted to use these hearts and just kind of mix them in with it, and kind of like the polka dots, but have the hearts added into it. So I cut some of the brown as well as the pink out of that little bitty heart die. And then I think I just want to scatter some here just to mix in with those polka dots. And then I think that's all the brown ones I have. I have some more pink ones, but I think this is all the brown ones. Okay, let's see where we are. Do we need, let's look at this. This is kind of a funny little heart. Do we need one in here? Maybe? Yes, I think so. Let's see where else we might want one. Maybe two over there. Just inside that big heart, just to kind of pull that lighter pink down. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe even one on that. Let's see what that looks like. Yes, I think I want one on there. Maybe even another one or two. I put one up there on that. I probably should have put it over there, but I didn't, so. Yeah, let's put a couple on there. And then I'm thinking we're through. I'm thinking we're through. Have any of you been to the movie lately? I'm waiting for Cabrini to come out. I think that's the name of it. It's like, I don't know for sure. Maybe back during the Depression. I'm not sure. I think she was a Catholic nun, maybe, and started an orphanage, and they tried to stop her. And anyway, I'm waiting for that to come out. I want to see that. Oh, I didn't get one in there. So we'll just have to put a pink one in there. So I don't have another brown one. Okay, I think that's it. Let me see if I can give you some close-ups. So it was just metal dies, some Dollar Tree title, and then added some die cuts to finish out the title. Let's see if I can give you a little bit of a closer look there. It does not want to do that, so I guess I won't. Anyway, and the lighting doesn't do good when I pick it up. So anyway, that's pretty much it today. I hope you have a blessed day and be a blessing to someone else.